Hi, everyone. My name is Cora Putz, and I'm the business leader for our top-of-the-line company. I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, and I have over 60 directors in our company from all across Canada, from coast to coast. This fall, I've been doing some training with our team members across Canada called Increasing Your Paycheck. I want to share a little bit of that training here with you because each of you deserve an increase in pay, especially because we are in peak selling season. And so this is the time when you really want to take that next step in your business and help those who you've welcomed to your team this summer, this fall, last year, to take the next step in their business so that you can all be successful. Whether you want to make $100 a month, $100 a week, or $100 a day, there is something in this business for everyone. We have examples of people in our top-of-the-line company making a six-figure income, making over $50,000 a month. Yes, that's right. In your bank account would be deposited $50,000. Now, that doesn't come overnight. It comes from a lot of hard work. The effort you put into your business today, you are going to see the results 1, 2, 3, 4 months from now. So keep that in mind, because when you treat this business like a business, it will pay you like a business. When you treat this business like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. So here we go. Here are my 7 tips for success that will help you to increase your paycheck today as well as tomorrow. So get your pen and paper ready. Before we start that, though, you all need to know that I started this business just over 10 years ago, the same as every single one of you. I started with a kit. I started with a Tupperware party. And in this business, everything is possible. You can have the same income I can have. You can have the same income as everyone else. The only difference is, are you willing to put the time and effort in? You guys ready? All right. So Cora's 7 tips on how to increase your paycheck. Number 1, dress for success. So it's Halloween week here. And so I am dressing for success. I'm wearing this shirt around town, and it says Tupperware on it. And I have lots of Tupperware t-shirts. Tupperware has made it super easy for us this month, actually, because when you welcome 3 new team members, you get 3 iron-ons that you can put on whatever style of shirt that you like, and you can be representing Tupperware everywhere you go. When I wear Tupperware on my shirt, I get people asking me questions. So when I have the word Tupperware, I get people asking me questions. You can have that too. Maybe you don't have a Tupperware shirt yet, but you have a name tag maybe, or a lanyard, or these are things you could work towards getting. Or the jacket, maybe you earned the hoodie from last month, or the jean jacket. All of these things show that when you're out and about, you're representing Tupperware. The other thing you could do is logo your vehicle too, with different labels for a vehicle, because every time you are out and about, you want to let people know that you're selling Tupperware. Now, when I wear shirts like this, I love the one that says ask me about Tupperware, because people actually do ask me about Tupperware. I'm going to be honest with you though, there is times when I don't wear my Tupperware shirt. When, you might ask? Well, when I went to Vegas for my 40th birthday party with my friends, we were in Vegas for a week, and I wanted to be anonymous for that week. So no Tupperware t-shirt there. But otherwise, when I'm out and about, I am sporting the Tupperware t-shirt everywhere I go, because I'm in the business of selling Tupperware and I want people to know that. Number 2, be Tup-aware. Create conversations that allow you to bring Tupperware into the conversation. So here's a great example. When you're at the grocery store, what's the common thing the grocery store clerk says? Did you find everything you're looking for, right? Well, often I answer those questions with, yes, I'm on my way to a Tupperware party, or yes, I'm practicing a Tupperware recipe, or yes, look at these 2 ingredients here, a can of pop and cake mix. I'm making a pop cake in the microwave in just 8 minutes. Or yes, look at this chicken. I'm going to cook a whole chicken in the stack cooker in Tupperware in the microwave in 20-25 minutes. So I figure out ways to put Tupperware into the conversation, because often what happens is their eyes open and they say, is Tupperware still around? Or, oh my gosh, I love Tupperware. Or I've been looking for Tupperware. And it gives me an opportunity to start a conversation with them, because this is a relationship business. So I need to build relationships with people. And so it gives me that opportunity. So I always try and think, how can I reply and put Tupperware into the answer when someone asks me a question? an everyday conversation. Another thing that commonly happens when you meet new people. So when my kids were young, I joined lots of different activities. I joined a different activity every day of the week so that I would be out and about talking to different groups of people and meeting different groups of people. Oftentimes when you meet someone for the first time, oftentimes you ask each other what you do, right? And so I start the conversation by asking them. And I will say, what do you do? And so they tell me. That brings it on them to ask me what I do. Now, many of us have other jobs other than Tupperware, right? Maybe we work at a local restaurant, maybe a coffee shop, whatever the job is, it doesn't matter. But let's say you work at a local restaurant and you tell that person that you work at a local restaurant. Well, if you tell 100 people that you work at a restaurant and 100 people come to that restaurant and buy a bowl of soup and a coffee, how is that going to change your paycheck? How is that going to affect your income? It probably doesn't, unless in fact you own the restaurant. But for most of us, we don't. So instead of leading with the job other than Tupperware, I would lead with, I am part of the fastest growing Tupperware company in North America. Or I'm part of the fastest growing Tupperware company in our part of the United States. Respond in a way that really shows your confidence in Tupperware, and also that says that you're in the business and you're successful. Now, it may be that you're brand new in Tupperware, so you might not have had $1,000 paycheck yet. That's okay. There are people around you who do, and so you are part of a successful Tupperware company, and let people know that. Because if you lead with that instead, what are the chances that they might reply with, oh my gosh, I didn't know Tupperware was still around. How many of you have heard that? Or, I have this piece of Tupperware I've been looking for. It was my grandma used to have it, and oh my gosh, I need it, right? So whenever I say something about Tupperware, I do this to myself and I listen. Because so many times we want to throw up on the person. And by throw up, I mean, oh my gosh, did you know that Tupperware is still around? And oh my gosh, I sell Tupperware. When you join Tupperware right now, guess what? There's a free welcome bonus when you join Tupperware. In Canada, it's worth $250 and you get it absolutely free. It's going to include the spiralizer, which is a brand new product, and the modular mate set, which is, you bet you can't have just one, but it's going to get you started with your modular mate set so that in your pantries, you're going to have your, you're going to keep away the bugs and relatives, because the modular mates, they help keep away, keep your foods fresh and keep their bugs and their relatives away. And not only that, but then you're part of the Confident Start program. When you join the Confident Start program, you can earn all these awards along the way, all the way up until an iPad, or you could choose our one of our premium products, the Chef Series cookware set, which is a must-have in your kitchen, because when you're cooking with that, you're going to save time in the kitchen. And oh my gosh, after that, you can become a director. When you can become a director, you get $1,000 bonus, and you can earn a vehicle and earn trips and awards. And oh my gosh, my director just earned a trip, and already they've checked out. So do not throw up on them. I like to tell people, when you're typing something out on your phone, think of that when you're talking to someone. You want to type enough on your phone so that they don't need to scroll. And same with when you're talking to someone. Type enough so they don't need to scroll through your conversation. This is a relationship. You need to build a relationship with people. So it's a back and forth conversation. That's going to help you have success in this business. The other important thing to note is, people don't assume people know you sell Tupperware. You need to let them know. I want you to think about today or this week, and this is a great week because Halloween week, we pass lots of people, right? But I want you to think about, in the past week, how many people have you walked past who don't know you sell Tupperware because you haven't told them? So where I live, there's a house that's kitty corner across the street. I drive a black Mercedes-Benz Tupperware logoed vehicle. It's logoed on both sides. Our 3-car garage is filled with Tupperware because I give away lots of Tupperware to our team, and we use Tupperware for events and things like that. So we park on the driveway with that Tupperware vehicle every single day if we're home. The lady who lives across the street from me came to our event, and I was being introduced to her by the Adele who brought her. And we were talking, and oh, you live on the same street. Oh, where do you live? Oh, across the street. She had no idea I sold Tupperware. So do not assume that just by wearing a Tupperware shirt or by driving a Tupperware vehicle or logoing your Tupperware vehicle that everyone around you know that you sell Tupperware. This person lived across the street and she didn't know. So shame on me for not letting her know. How many times have you been to a Tupperware event, or you've noticed someone on your street, or you've been invited to a Tupperware party and you weren't the consultant doing the party? You weren't the consultant who invited your cousin to join. They joined someone else's team because you saw on Facebook. Don't let that be you. The number one reason why someone joins a business like Tupperware is because they were asked. The number one reason why someone does not join a business like Tupperware is because they weren't asked. So be the person who does the asking. All right, number 3, be top aware on social media. We're all going to post the Tupperware sales. We have great sales on right now with the large carryalls and with the Tupper toys. We're all going to post those. We're going to post those ads from Tupperware, of course. I'm not saying don't post those. And please, please, please post them on your timeline. No need to apologize for posting them on your timeline. Post them on your timeline. So many people post different things on their timeline. Post your Tupperware sales on your timeline. However, you also want to be posting how Tupperware can save you time and money in the kitchen. We all eat every single day. We all pack our kids' lunches. As you are doing these things, take pictures and post them on your timeline and tag people. Tag people, oh my gosh, I thought of you when we made, this quick and easy meal because it got us to dance faster, it got us to hockey faster or football faster or whatever. So post pictures of your pressure cooker meals, of your kids' lunch kits and their items, because when you can show people how they can save time and money in the kitchen, you're more likely to get people excited about Tupperware and wanting orders. You will get more sales from that than you will from the Tupperware flyers. In addition, if you have kids in your life, put them in your pictures. Okay. Now, if you don't have kids, maybe you got to borrow some kids, but pictures with kids tend to get the most reaction on Facebook. So you're going to want to use that as well. Now, real life pictures work great. So if you order the samples, or if you go to an event that your director or your business leader is putting on and they have the Tupperware there you might not own yet, get in the picture and post a picture of you holding it. Now, most people buy Tupperware to put food in it. So photos with Tupperware and food in it always do better than photos with empty Tupperware, because, a lot of times the reasons why spouses don't think we need more Tupperware is we're not using it and it's in the kitchen and it's falling out of the Tupperware, the Tupperware drawer. Tupperware should not be in a drawer. Tupperware should be in use in our pantries, in our lunch kits, in our freezers, in our fridge. Tupperware should have food in it. It's very rare that we should have Tupperware without anything in it. Now, the other thing you should be posting is your Tupperware goals. What is your goal this month? Is your goal to welcome 3 new team members so that you could earn the welcome bonus for yourself, as well as the 3 iron-ons? Or are you going for 6 so that you can also earn the backpack? Is your goal to promote to manager this month and earn the $100 bonus? Is your goal to have your best sales month yet? Is your goal to earn the straws this week? What is your goal? Let people know what your goal is, because they want to help you work towards it. It has been proven when people let people know their goal, they're more likely to achieve it. But also, you're going to see that people want to host a party with you because you have a goal. You're working towards something and they want to help you achieve it. How many times does someone say, I'm just ordering a couple items from a party because the host is trying to work towards the host gift special, right? The host bonus. Same thing with you. If people know you're working towards earning the straws this week, they're going to help you earn it by submitting an order or by reposting a sale on their own site, or maybe tagging some friends on your post because you made a really great recipe and you've asked them, can you tag 5 friends on this recipe I made because I'm working towards a goal. So that's when you can really send out private messages to people and let them know your goal and ask them for help. Maybe they can post on their timeline as well, tagging 5 friends. Now, when someone from your company or someone from anyone in the FSRC earns something, whether it's a trip, a promotion, a vehicle, repost that to your timeline. So you're welcome to go to my timeline. Everything I post there is shareable, and just click share and post it to my timeline and say, someone in our Tupperware company just earned a brand new vehicle with Tupperware. So many people don't think that you can earn money in Tupperware, that you can earn vehicles and trips. So it's up to us to let them know. So by reposting that on your timeline, you're celebrating someone else. As well, you're letting your friends and family know, your Facebook friends know, that there's more from Tupperware that can be earned. What I like about that too is, even for those of us who drive a Tupperware vehicle, we're probably only earning one a year or one every 2 years, or maybe we'll be driving the same qualification of vehicle for the next 20 years. So even those of us who drive vehicles need to be reposting that every month. Who's earned the vehicle this month? So that more people see it and it's more, in their notifications and things like that. The other thing is when you see people posting things about Tupperware, so maybe your director or your business leader or your friend or maybe me post something on my timeline and it's a fantastic recipe, or it's a great use with Tupperware, or it's even the Tupperware shirt I'm wearing today, or someone earned a vehicle, reply on those posts, because the way Facebook works, more people will see posts when you are replying to it. So your friends are going to see other people's posts, if they're public posts, when you're replying to it. So why not? What have you got to lose, right? Now, I see a lot of people post on their timeline asking for Tupperware parties. And I'm not suggesting you don't do that. But I want you to picture minus 40 degrees Celsius in Saskatchewan in the middle of winter, in the middle of the workday. So everyone's at work, because in Saskatchewan, we go to work when it's minus 40. Otherwise, several people would never go to work. So imagine I go on my front step and I yell at the top of my lungs, I sell Tupperware, or who wants to date a party with me? Who's going to hear me? Probably no one, right? That is the same as posting on your timeline asking for a Tupperware party. The best way to reach people is by photos, by real life pictures, by using food inside your Tupperware, and by Facebook private messages. Most of my day is spent responding to Facebook private messages. I'm private messaging people. So I'll take a look at the sales that are on right now. I will choose an item that I know someone would like. I'll take a picture of that item, or I'll use someone else's picture, and I'll send that in a private message, and I'll say, hey, this item's on sale right now. It ends Friday, and I thought of you, right? Short and sweet, something they don't need to scroll for. Number 4 is share the host offers. Now, when I joined Tupperware, I was like a mini mom. I sold 7 or 8 products. I actually did parties with those other products. I thought if you need to come to me to get your children's toys, your Tupperware, your seasonings, your coffee, your party supplies, that I would be the one, rolling in the money and really building a business, because you had to come to me for everything. Well, what I found out is I then had to learn compensation plans and ordering processes and ordering times from several different products. I had to buy brochures from several different companies as well. And in fact, I thought working with the companies where, you use up a seasoning, you need to reorder it, that I would get more repeat sales from that one. In fact, I got more repeat sales from Tupperware. Plus, a $40 Tupperware bowl I did not need to keep in stock. The $8 seasoning, if someone was out of their seasoning and couldn't make their special recipe tonight, they were going to buy it from someone else. So I had to carry stock with those other products. So one of the reasons I chose to stick with Tupperware was because I definitely made more money and had higher orders, and my commission was higher with Tupperware. But also, it was because of the host programs with Tupperware. We have one of the most lucrative host programs out there, and it's probably because Tupperware was one of the first to come up with the party plan business. So I recommend every time you can earn the host gift special from Tupperware, that you earn it. And if you can't earn it, I recommend you invest in it and buy it. And if you don't have the resources to do that, I recommend you borrow it from someone who lives close to you, or go to your local event and take a picture of yourself with the host gift, because you want to be promoting the host gift. Now, the current host gift special is the Cervelier canister set. In Canada, when your hosts choose that set, your parties are going to have $700 and 2 datings. So it's really important that you want your host to have that set. And the way they're going to want that is if you're promoting it, if you're posting pictures of it, if you're posting uses with it. And that's really the key to the success of your business. As much as you want that $700 in sales, it's those 2 datings that is going to be the key to the success of your business. The easiest way to date a party is at a party. So if you will already have a party, you absolutely want to make sure that the host is working towards getting 2 datings at that party, because then you don't have to be asking people to date parties. So, boomerangs are great too. It's an app on your phone of yourself with the host gift special. It creates some fun. And remember, kids' pictures are great, and food in that host gift special would be great as well. Now, if the other way to get that host gift special is to when, you know, as soon as it comes out in the catalog, if you don't want to invest the resources in it, is to host your own party where you're the host, and you could choose that as the host gift. And then you will earn that right away when it's first offered, and you'll have that in your kitchen. Now, something else that I used to do a lot when I did parties is I used to do, as a director, I was doing 2 to 4 parties a week. So when I would go and deliver the party to the host, and you could do this via Facebook party too if you're shipping everything direct to the host. But you know how you give them little gifts if they have, you know, 10 adults in it? Well, so, okay, so I give my host gifts. So I will make a list of all the things I want them to do, and I reward the results I want to get. And what I use for those gifts is I don't tend to use the dating gifts Tupperware has, because you don't get sales credit for that. I tend to use things, so when Tupperware has a really good offer, I will stock up on those things, and that's what I'll use. So, you know, this summer when they had the set that included the lunchettes and the snack cups, it would be something like those snack cups, because I would get sales credit for that. Now, if I already had Tupperware in stock, I would simply go to my stock and look for an item in about the refrigerator bowl, snack cup, ideal little bowl, Wonders bowl range, that kind of a size, even a Tupper mini, that kind of a size, right? It doesn't have to be big. But then for each item off the list, they get a gift. So for example, 10 adults in attendance. Now, I got smart over the years and I said adults because some people counted kids, and I said 10 adults who don't live in your home, because some people had adult children and all this, you know, whatever. You could change that number to 5. You can do whatever you want. I would say if you keep the party date that we set when we date your party, when you set a Tupper Connect up and you have $200 in orders in Tupper Connect, when you collect $200 in orders from the people you work with and you collect them on order forms, when you have a party dated for someone who can't come to the party, or maybe someone who can, but they date a party already, they're doing the work for you, they get another gift. So those are the kinds of things you can reward for. Now, the other one I would do is when you get your Tupperware and you take a photo of everything you got for free and half price for hosting that party, and you post it on your timeline and you tag 5 friends. So maybe you tag the friends who were at the party, maybe you tag people who couldn't come or placed an order, then they're going to get an extra gift. Now, I keep that picture on my phone, and I could use that picture to encourage other people to date parties, because look at everything you got for free or half price. And so I really want a sample of different pictures, because sometimes people don't, as a host, don't want to spend a lot of money. So they're going to choose maybe a set of tumblers as their half price item. I've had other people choose, a piece of Chef Series as their half price item, because they want to get the best deal. And so it gives options when you're showing potential hosts or even current hosts what they could get, what they could earn when they host a party with you. And really, because the host program is such a great program with Tupperware, we want to be promoting that, because it encourages people to host parties with you. All right. So definitely share the host offers. Now, if your host does not want the host gift special, they do not want what Tupperware is offering as the host gift special, it's my job to put together a package that's going to get the 2 datings. So many of us have a box or 2 or 3 of Tupperware we have in our house. You don't need to raise your hand to this, but I'm assuming some of us do. Maybe things we earned for free from Tupperware, maybe when Tupperware had previous Say Yes offers, we have extra product, maybe product we ordered for ourselves that we decided we're not going to add to their kitchen. So we have this box or 2 or 3 sitting in our house that's not going to enter our kitchen. Let's use that box to build their business. So 7 days before a Tupperware party, I get the host to give me their wish list. They also get another gift for that. I look at their wish list. They do not have the host gift special on their wish list. But I look at what I have in my stock, and I look at what they have on their list. I can offer them some extra incentive to get the $700. So in Canada, again, the $700 and 2 datings. And I can offer them something off their list that I have in stock. So it's not going to cost me any money out of pocket. I'm simply going to invest what I have in stock to get me those 2 datings. Okay, so that's something else I have done over the time. Now, something I should have mentioned from the beginning is these are the things that worked for me. They might not work for you, but I can only share with you what's worked for me. So anytime you go to training, I want you to think about save the best and store the rest. So some of the items, some of these things, you can maybe tweak them to work with your personality or your demographic or where you're at in the business. But these are things that worked for me over the years that got us as a company from starting just over 10 years ago to over $12 million in sales in the 2018 year. We're at over 10 million already this year. So some of these things do work. Number 5 is build relationships. You really need to build relationships with your customers, with your hosts, with your team members, but also with each other. So when someone joins your team, they may not be like you. They may have a different background. They may have a different family dynamic. They may live in a different area. I love to know who else in our top of the line company might relate to them. Maybe someone lives on a farm, or someone has a husband in the military, or someone has 2 little kids and is trying to make a go of this, so that I can connect them with people across our top of the line company, or share a story with them of someone else who's had success, who was like them. Because a lot of people say, well, Cora, I'm not like you. Don't worry, you do not need to be like me to have success in this business. But you could be like so-and-so or so-and-so and so-and-so. And I like to have those examples on the tip of my tongue so that I can share those examples with a new team member and let them know that they too can have success in this business. Also, when I'm thinking about products and comparing them to our team members or our customers or our hosts, I want to think about what products do we have that might be able to solve a need a customer might have. So knowing more about that customer is going to help me to suggest products for them. So again, I'm not throwing up on them and suggesting the entire 80-page catalog, but what 2 or 3 products might help them in their lifestyle. Number 6 is wish list. Now I talked about wish lists already because you want to get that from your host at least 7 days before the party. How can you get the best wish list from your customers, your hosts, and essentially your future team members? Because everyone who is not on your team yet is a future team member. Well, you want to demonstrate expensive products, products in sets, products in the welcome bonus or in the party bonus, and products in the kit. If we demonstrate a product like this, and I'm not saying never post a picture of yourself using a Tupperware mug or a Tupperware water bottle, because those are great products too. But if you sell a Tupperware water bottle at $10 and your commission is 25%, you're going to make $2.50. So I recommend promoting and demonstrating expensive items. Items like the MicroPro Grill, the pressure cooker, the Great Master, or products in sets like the modular mates. I bet you can't have just one, or the Fridge Smart sets, or items in the kit, the welcome bonus, the host gift special, or the party bonus. Because if people want those items, they're more likely to join your team and date a party. And that's really the goal. Tupperware has a saying, join me, date me, take me home. Join our team, date a party with me, or take me home. We don't want them just to take us home. We don't want them just to purchase one item and be done with us. We want them to build a relationship with them, and we want them to date a party or to join our team. Now, one of the things you can do is invest in an address book. So go to the dollar store, invest in an address book, or keep track on your phone. And when people ask you for a product like the carryall, go to C in your address book and write down their name and contact details. That way, when the carryalls come out, you have this whole list of people you can contact, right? So getting wish lists from people of items not currently available is just as important as getting lists of people who items are available. Now, I'm going to give you a little tidbit of information. When someone comes to me and wants a product not currently available, but I have it in stock, of course I could sell it to them. But that does not build a Tupperware business. So instead, I invite them to join our team or date a party and get that item. I have had people date a party over a butter dish when it was not available in the catalog, or over a small serving center. I've had people recruit over the decorator bag. People will be more likely to join your team or date a party if you offer them a little bit of incentive. Now, the other thing you could do is you could simply swap out the current Say Yes offer. So right now, the Say Yes offer is a $250 value, the welcome bonus, and they're going to get it for free. Well, instead, you could swap out something. So if someone came to you and said they wanted the decorator bag, you could say, I'm going to swap out one of the modular mates or 2 of the modular mates for the decorator bag right now, if you had that in stock. So you're actually not losing anything with the stock you have. You're simply rotating your stock and building a business with it. Or let's say you had an extra pressure cooker because it was a Say Yes offer a few months ago, and you got 3 of them, and you have one in your kitchen already, and you have a second one, and you bought it for $25, $30. Well, you can offer that to your host as an example for that discounted price when they reach the $700 in 2 dating. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be free. It can simply be for the price you paid, but it'll help you to build your business, right? Okay. Number 7 is parties. The fastest, quickest, easiest way to build your Tupperware business is through Tupperware parties. Now, I built my entire business on the home party. I only did my first Facebook party a couple of years ago, but we have people in our top of the line company building a business on Facebook parties, doing 2, 3, 7 Facebook parties a week, getting datings, getting recruits, and getting sales from those Facebook parties. The best way to do that is the same way that you do your home parties. Host coaching, the fortunes of the follow-up with everyone who submits an order or is invited to the party or likes the party, and really build relationships with all of your attendees the same way you would in a home party. Use the host gift special in order to get people to date a party and get that host to have their 2 datings. Or use the examples I gave you in using the stock you currently have to get those party dated as well. If you're looking at your date book right now and you're looking and you're like, I don't have parties dated and I could use a few more parties. Who is the one person who will not say no to you? Yourself. Date a party with yourself. Invite a couple of team members over, invite a couple of neighbors over, friends, families. You know, in Tupperware, we have the Frank list. Your friends, your relatives, your acquaintances, your neighbors, and K stands for your kid connections. If you don't have any kids yet, it's your parent connections. Who do you know through your parents, right? And if you don't have either of those, well, just drop off the K and it's your friend list. But no one's going to say no to you, or you can't say no to yourself, pardon me. So be sure to host your own party, whether it is a mystery host party, a Facebook party, or a party in your house, right? Now, if you don't have any parties dated, you need to get over your damn self. There are parties to be had everywhere. I love this book, you guys, and I love the title of this book. So what I recommend doing is, if you don't have this book, I recommend investing in it. One of the chapters in this book talks about your master list. So different from the Frank list that Tupperware trains us on, it's your master list. And you need to be adding to your master list every day. So earlier I talked about, there's people you run into, whether it's at the grocery store or the hair salon or at the school. There's people you run into. You need to be adding those people to your list every day. All of us have people on our dirt list, the people who would never say no to us. So maybe that's your best friend or your mom or your auntie. Maybe it's someone like that. What about the people on your chicken list? The people you're too afraid to invite to date a party with you or join your team. How would you feel if one of those people on your chicken list joined Tupperware tomorrow and you never asked them and they joined on someone else's team? Remember, the number one reason why someone joins a business like Tupperware is because they were asked. So why not go out and ask them? Remember that in this business, inch by inch, it's a cinch, yard by yard, it's hard. Set a goal for yourself. You get to decide in this business when you want to take the next step. You get to decide when you want to take that promotion. And Tupperware has really made it easy for us in the 4th quarter of 2019. Go to your calendar, circle the date that you're going to promote to manager or star manager or executive manager. Do not let it be the last day of the sales month. Circle that date, post yourself with it, send it to your director and your business leader. Post it on your company Facebook group. Be accountable. Let people know what you're working towards. So here's the way I like to do it. So we have the last day of the sales month is end of November here. But let's say I'm a consultant right now. My goal is to be manager. So I would post a picture with the date circled, and I would say, my name is Cora Putz. It's November 21st, 2019, and I am a Tupperware manager. I want all of you to post your goals on this video, and I'm going to do a draw from everyone, and someone's going to win a special prize from my stash. Now, in Tupperware, you get to write your own paycheck. You get to decide how much money you want to make. Now, these are based on Canadian numbers, but a $600 party in Canada or the US, everyone makes a 25% commission. So as a consultant doing a $600 party, if you only do one party a month, you're making $150. Promote to manager, as a Canadian doing one party a month, you're making $245 doing one party. As a star manager, $365, and as an executive manager, $525. The numbers in the US are slightly different. But if all you are doing is one party a month, don't you want to be making $525 doing that one party a month versus $150? Don't you think you deserve to make more money per hour and that increase in pay? What about the people you invited to join your team, whether for the holiday hustle or the summer gig kit? I bet you have people on your team right now doing one party a month. Don't you think they deserve the increase in pay? Don't you think they deserve to be making $525 doing that one party versus $150? As an executive manager, your third month as an executive manager, you get an extra $150 monthly bonus. Now, as a director, it goes up. So what that's saying is that as an executive manager, you're actually making $675 a month submitting one $600 party. So you're actually making more money than you submit. So I want you to think about the people on your team who want to do just one party a month. Think, how can I get them to executive manager as quickly as possible? It's recruiting. All they need is 9 personal recruits. They do not need to be active. 9 personal recruits. They can be a combination of active or new. And they're going to need the sales required to promote to executive manager. So my challenge to each of you is to find 3 people on your team to promote to manager. Because when they do, in Canada, that would be $3,000 plus $3,000 plus $3,000, which gives you a total of $9,000. And that's what you need in Canada to promote to executive manager. The numbers are different in the US, but when you have 3 managers in the US under you, you will be an executive manager with those sales. So you just need the 9 personal recruits. I want to thank you for joining me. If you got something out of this training today, I want you to post on the wall of our FSRC 2.0 Facebook group, as well as on the wall of your company Facebook group, and let everyone know what you got out of this training, because we are FSRC strong. Thank you for your time.